Unit 4, Day 3, Surface Area of Prisms and Cones. So recall that the volume is the amount of space an object takes up, or the amount a substance can hold, and it's measured in units cubed, whereas surface area is the amount of material that an object is made up of, and it's in units squared. So think of that as like the wrapping paper, the amount on the outside of an object. And a net is a 2D representation of a 3D object. And it's thought of as unfolding a 3D object. So to visualize this unfolding and help you guys to understand what a net is, we're going to watch a video that uses the unfolding of a cube. So as you can see, we start with a 3D cube, and then they open it up so all the faces are exposed, and that is the net. And they're just showing you different ways that you can open up this cube. So the net is that 2D flat shape that they unfold into. So let's now move on to some examples. Calculate the surface area of the prisms below by first constructing a net. So the prism that we have below is a cylinder with a radius of 5, and we have a height of 20. And here's the net. So here's what it would look like if we unfolded it like in that video. So let's start by calculating the surface area. So surface area is equal to 2 areas of a circle plus 1 area of a rectangle. And now we know the formula for area of a circle is pi r squared, and the area of a rectangle is length times width. Now let's plug in our values. So we can plug in 5 for the radius, plus our length. It's a bit tricky. You have to realize that the length of the rectangle is equivalent to the circumference of the circle. And if we look at the 3D shape, that will help us to explain. So if you can picture us unwrapping this rectangle into the net, you see that this length side kind of peels away from the circumference of the circle. Therefore, our length is equal to 2 pi r, which is the formula for circumference. And our width of the rectangle is equal to the height of the cylinder, which is 20. Now we'll simplify. And 250 pi is 785.40 centimeters squared. So that is the surface area of the cylinder. Example 2. An emerging apple juice company is debating on their packaging design. They can use a can with a height of 20 centimeters and a radius of 8, or a carton in the shape of a rectangle-based prism with a length of 12 centimeters, width of 8, and height of 15. Which package uses less material? So we're going to approach this problem in 2 steps. First, we're going to calculate the surface area of the cylinder option, and then we're going to compare it to the surface area of the rectangle-based prism option. So here we have drawn the net. So we know that the surface area of a cylinder is equal to 2 areas of a circle plus 1 area of a rectangle. And then we know areas of a circle are pi r squared. An area of a rectangle is length times width. Now we can plug in 8 for our radius. And we know our length from the last problem is equal to circumference, which is 2 pi r. And our width in this problem is 20 centimeters. Now we can simplify. which equals 448 pi, and that rounds out to 1,407.43 centimeters squared. Now let's do that for the rectangle-based prism and see which has less material. For the rectangle-based prism option, I've drawn out the net and I've color coordinated it so that the matching or equal faces are the same color. So as you can see, the top and the bottom face are going to be the exact same dimensions, so I colored them green. This shaded face is the same dimensions as the one opposite to it that we can't see, so I have shaded it pink, and the two red, the front and the back face, are the same dimensions. Therefore, the surface area is equal to 2 times the area of the green shape plus 2 times the area of the pink shape plus 2 times the area of the red shape. Now, the dimensions of the green shape are length of the green times width of the green plus length of the pink times width of the pink plus length of the red times width of the red. So the length of the green shape is equal to 12 and the width is 10. The length of the pink shape is equal to 25 and the width is 10. And the length of the red shape is equal to 25 and the width is 12. It's easy to determine those lengths if you look here. So the double hash mark means that the width of the pink is the same as the double hash mark here, which is 10 centimeters. And the grand total is 1,340 centimeters squared for the rectangle-based prism option. So now I've created a T-chart just to compare the two surface areas, and as you can see, the rectangle-based prism option uses 67.43 centimeters squared less material, so the company should go with that option.